man. Hey, yo. Sea King Fight News. And Eddie Hearn is enraged, furious at Jarrell Big Baby Miller for the stunt he pulled with the performance-enhancing drugs. So, you know what? Let's get into what Eddie Hearn had to say in a complete tirade over what happened with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Sea King Fight News. And we got more on this. Alright, so check it out. Shot the boxing scene. Eddie Hearn enraged. Jarrell Miller swore to me up and down on his kids' lives. Fuck off, eh? That's what he had to say, man. Fuck that. Initially, Jarrell Miller came out and denied that he ever took a performance-enhancing drug knowingly. That's what he had to say. But days later, it was revealed Miller had failed multiple drug tests for multiple performance enhancers. EPO, HGH, and of course the designer GW1516. Following that news, Jarrell Miller came out clean on social media where he did sort of a public apology on the situation. Alright, so this is what Eddie Hearn had to say to IFL TV. This is one of the reasons I'm so enraged. I wanted to believe him. I spent time with Jarrell Miller. I like the guy. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. And when he texted me the other day, I swear I've never taken anything. This is bullshit. I was going to reply, but I thought, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I actually want to believe you. This comes out and I thought, fool me once, never fool me twice, because that's how I feel. He was saying it was sabotage. I swear on kids' lives. Fuck off. People lie every day. But to do this in a fight, this is a fight. It's dangerous enough as it is. Alright, so y'all catch that? It's a fight. Finally Eddie Hearn finds Anthony Joshua in a similar position that Deontay Wilder was in many years ago. That's right. Deontay Wilder was set to fight on foreign soil, much like AJ, except it was in Russia, against a guy named Alexander Povetkin, right? A familiar name. And we all know what happened. There was a positive test, and Deontay Wilder hightailed it out of there. He's like, oh, fuck this. Well, oddly enough, a suitable opponent, replacement opponent, was not arranged until, a later date. In this case, they're salvaging the date. They're going to pull out Michael Hunter out of the cruiserweight division. Nah, actually, he did move up to heavyweight, and he was scheduled to fight. Not too far off from the Joshua date. So it looks like Michael Hunter's going to be the replacement opponent. I mean, very underwhelming. Very, very uninteresting. That's a whitewash. That's easy work for Anthony Joshua. I think a lot of us see it like that. Very few people are giving Michael Hunter a shot. Very few people, right? You're in the minority if you're thinking Michael Hunter is going to come out here and shock the world and give AJ a tough fight. It's entirely possible, but very improbable, right? But as Eddie Hearn goes, I completely understand his side of the equation, man. He actually trusted Big Baby Miller was a clean athlete. As weird as that sounds, we all kind of did. We all kind of thought he was a clean athlete. We all gave him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I could have easily come out and accused Jarrell Miller, but I wouldn't have any evidence to back it up. Right? I would just be speculating. And even then, I honestly, looking at Jarrell Miller's fights, I wouldn't have expected it. There's nothing that Jarrell Miller, there's not one fight that I can look at his, repertoire, his resume, and look at one fight that really impressed me. I thought, wow, Jarrell Miller's really improving. Wow, he's unbelievable performance. It hasn't happened. I haven't seen one Jarrell Miller fight that really made me think, oh, this guy's the next level, man. This guy's a world champion. I haven't seen one fight. So it's not like, when this is a weird analogy, because I remember watching the first Miguel Cotto Antonio Margarito fight. To me, that's a great all-time welterweight classic, apart from Margarito possibly cheating in that fight. I thought Miguel Cotto was going to win that fight going into it, and I was super impressed by the Margarito that showed up. I thought that Margarito was like at least 10 times better than any other form of Margarito I've seen in the past. The Margarito that showed insane stamina, great pressure, chin was taking all the shots, combinations from everywhere. I was catching Cotto off guard, And that was just one instance where I noticed a difference when Margarito, he obviously had a key advantage going in there with fucking brick gloves and shit, man. But this was an entirely different situation where Jarrell Miller, in one of the most egregious, in one of the most diabolical ways, trying to go into this fight, literally juiced to the gills, EPO, HGH, all this shit, ready to go in on Anthony Joshua. I mean, if you wanted to piss off the UK fans, it's one thing, but you just got a whole country, basically saying off with his head, ban him for life. And ain't nobody really trying to defend you except your promoter, your promoter's assistant, your promoter, Serafina, part of your promotional team. Do I think Jarrell Miller should be banned for life? I think that's pretty harsh, but this is probably the most publicized and this is probably the worst case of cheating in boxing in a very long time. One of the worst cases. And it's the heavyweight division. This is the one division where all it takes is one punch. All it takes is one debilitating blow, and things can change for the better or for worse. We all saw what Wilder was able to do when he turned the tables against Tyson Fury. Jarrell Miller maybe would have had a similar effect if he were able to fight Anthony Joshua. Facts are facts, man. Like, these drugs ain't no joke. And in terms of what he did, really despicable. It's really despicable. So I got no sympathy for him, man. And this dude might have been a fraud from jump. I mean, I don't want to, discount all those bums he was able to beat up on, but I mean, shit. Dude hanging around the bodybuilders, he ain't doing himself any favors here. He hasn't done himself one favor. When he had the chance to admit to the situation, he chose to deny it instead of admit to it when he was taking multiple things, multiple chemical enhancers, man. This dude was doing the whole 9. He was on the Lance Armstrong shit, man. Get this dude out of here, man. Ain't nobody got time for Jarrell Miller, man. I'm sorry. This dude ducked Kubrat Pulev, could have fought him. This dude ducked Dillian White, could have fought him. This dude ducked Luis Ortiz, could have fought him. You know? It's inexcusable. And he pimped the game. This dude was trolling, acting like a fighter this whole time. You know, went from MMA and he found a sweet lick in boxing. He could beat up on bums and make a career out of it. Okay. You made a career out of it. Now what? Now what's up, Jarrell? And you know, it's one thing where you got to be careful which fighters you get behind. You know, you got to be careful because you never know which one's going to let you down. You really never know. But it's King Fight News. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. More boxing, man. You know where to go. And remember where you heard it first. It's King Fight News. And shout out to the brother Worldbreakerfighting, man. He sent me this beat right here. That shit's fire, man. This shit is some fire. Shout out to OTHAWORDZ. Check them out. And it's King Fight News, man. Peace.